Hi guys, hope you guys are doing well. I want to do one of these healing readings. It's been a minute. It's been chaotic. Chaotic is not even a word. Okay, it's beyond chaotic. Okay, but I'm here. I'm making it. So let's see what the universe wants us to focus on in terms of healing. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Transforming tragedy. Okay, and I feel like the collective, we are in a stage where we are having to be at a certain stage of transformation, but not just transformation of ourselves, but of things that are difficult for us, you know what I'm saying? Things that are challenging. We are in a place where we have to really grieve the stuff that we're dealing with. We're really processing whatever we're dealing with, and within that processing comes transformation. Until you really heal what has gone on with you, whether it's in the past, whether it's from your childhood, whether it's from a past life, whether it's now, until you really process it, you're going to have a harder time at transmuting that energy. So it's always really important to heal and grieve and really deal with the emotions that come up, the memories that come up, the feelings that come up, really dealing with them and not running away from them so that you can transform them. And it says on the back of the card, loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. And that's exactly it. When you learn how to let go of things that are not serving you, when you learn to release, and that's part of what I was saying, when you release things that are not serving you, including emotions, right? Because some people may not be aware that heavy emotions will weigh you down. They'll weigh you down. And it's not just an emotional thing, it's a spiritual thing. These emotions have attachments with actual spiritual energies, and these energies want you to not let go of these things. They actually want you to not let go, because guess what? When you let go of these pains and emotions, you're letting go of the energies that are attached to them. Okay? And you're literally making yourself brighter and lighter than you were before when you had those attachments on you. Okay? So let's see. Here's another one, process and grief. This is the one that popped up on the top of the deck. It's going along with what we're talking about, okay? My losses prove how deeply I am loved. And that's the thing. We kind of get caught up in, our material world where we don't really fully understand the higher perspective of what's going on. We don't understand that these losses, right? You are growing from that, And I love to use an analogy when a baby is learning how to crawl. When a baby is learning how to crawl, that is painful. It's painful. But they keep going and keep going, and what they gain out of it is strength. What they gain out of it is the ability to walk. What they gain out of it is the ability to run. So you have to remember that through all of our struggles and griefs and losses, right, we are gaining so much. And really, we are incarnated here to learn things, right? And if our life was easy, right, granted, there's people who have an easy life in this incarnation because maybe their past life was difficult. Maybe the life that they're about to, come into after this one may be difficult. But when we go into a life and we have all these challenges, we are growing. We are learning. We are strengthening our sword. We are being buffered like diamonds, okay? And we are really gaining in terms of, our love. And when we go through that pain, right, we are able to even love stronger. We are able to love harder, and not just others but also ourselves. Finding that balance and understanding that balance is so important and so key in our healing journey here on this planet, because us empaths will get caught up. We will get caught up in loving, you know what I'm saying, to the point where we sacrifice ourselves, and our society absolutely enables it, okay? And this one says, untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. And that's the thing. We have to learn how to come back to ourselves. After we grieve, after we do these things, if we're not giving ourselves the time to even grieve or even process our emotions, it's going to be really hard for us to transmute these energies. And even if it's like a small amount of time, there was a post not too long ago that was talking about how scientifically taking out 15 minutes to just woosah, going within yourself with silence is so helpful. And I see it in my own life. Without even knowing about that study, I was like, in my own, situation, I'm like, you know what, I can feel my energy is high. I can feel all these things going on. I need to take 15 minutes to just meditate, close my eyes, tap back into source, tap back into myself. And there's so many different ways to meditate, So really taking the time to process your emotions, really taking the time to dote on yourself, right? A lot of women, right, recently have chosen to be single with bliss. But within that, we also have to make sure we take time to dote on ourselves. Okay? Dote on ourselves, love on yourself, okay? Understand that you are the best thing that has ever happened to you. Okay? Despite people not agreeing, despite people trying to take advantage of it, despite people trying to take advantage of your light, okay? Recognize that you are loved, okay? And when you pour that love from the universe all over you, that's how you can radiate it out back into others. And it's just an endless cycle of love when you do that, okay? So thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, my name is T. I'm a holistic practitioner. I do Reiki, sound therapy, quantum energy healer, and I'm a crystal healer. I do make crystals. Check out my e-store or check out my Etsy store where you can find the things that I have handmade. I can also include Reiki energy within these things that I create and also help you set the intentions, okay? So no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with, remember you are loved and your angels, guides, and guardians, and of course the divine creator is always with you. Have a beautiful, radiant day.